Fuck it. I have a really bad habit of accidentally pressing stop recording instead of like unmuting my mic. So I'm sorry. This will have to be two separate videos. Uh, anyway, yeah, we'll call this the guide video, and the other one will be the showcase. Uh, this is just a T14, so it's not like super impressive, but it's just like I just want to show off like where the build's at. So currently, I managed to buy a Svalin. I I found two. Okay, I found two Black Knights so far. I've killed one. I killed both. And neither of them drops Valin. All right. But if you saw my previous video, I dropped a power rune. At first, I didn't know how much it was worth, so I didn't really quite care about it. I actually just put it somewhere, and then I realized in in Ruthless, a power rune is 250 elks. It's it's like it's an insane amount of money here, okay? And I didn't realize that. And a Svalin is like 120 elks, 130 elks. So I sold that off at 250 and then bought a Svalin, right? And I did a bit of revamp here and there and got a couple of items. I found this for cheap. This was like 2k, 2 elks for some reason. I think the guy was using a Awakened PoE trade for like non-Ruthless, and he put it up for 2 elks when there's like everything's up on the market for like 20 or 30. The best part is he had it out for like 16 hours and no one pinged him. So I think the league is dead here. But you know, so I actually bought this and just replaced my ring here. Then I did change the helm. I bought this for 10, and I'm gonna sell the old one off. Mainly because then I can drop some decks, but also because yeah, this has ES and armor instead of ES evasion, which is armor evasion, which is pointless. I don't really need the evasion. Evasion is kind of useless for me. So with the Svalin, my shield setup is live or active, and I have to basically respec a little. I'm not using the Zergils anymore. I would say that though, that the Zergils was really good for early game investment. I didn't expect it to be that strong. But you know, it's the sort of thing where I now kind of know that there is a strong unique that I can league start with. So maybe future builds, I might want to just use the Zergils and like use it to power through all the way to like high maps, and then I'll just buy something else later. Yeah, but if Zergil's like 1C each at league start, it's something I could use for my future league starting tech. Anyway, so with the change to shield setup, you don't need Wicked Wall anymore because you don't have any way of recharging. I unspec'd out of the all the staff base block nodes, so this one here and this one here. I got the shield blaze block nodes here. And with the extra points, so I took out the damage nodes here as well. And with the extra points, what I'm doing is I'm actually pathing it down here. Okay, why am I pathing down here? First things first, this gives life, so quite a bit of life is here. Second thing as well is I get access to unwavering stun, so I can't be stunned anymore. This is going to be a lot better quality of life for mapping. I don't actually have to play very defensively anymore. Last time it used to be I have to run in and you know, drop totems occasionally and make sure I don't get hit. Now I can just walk in and not give a fuck. So this is nice. Secondly, you want to path here and get Command of Steel. This gives you a chance to block, but also gives you about 150% increased defenses from Equip Shield. So this is like it's a 500 armor shield. It goes up to 1.5k armor. So I have decent amount of armor from it. It's not insane. My armor is like kind of crap, still kind of crap, but at least it's 3k instead of like 1.2 or something, right? So this is nice. And then also the ward here gets tripled, so it goes from 140 watt, no, not tripled, okay, 150% more. So it goes from 140 watt to 350. Of course, if I had like a more perfect ward roll on this, I would probably get maybe about 420 watt. But you know, it is what it is, and the ward is nice, but not the thing I'm like banking on here. Okay, the other thing as well, by pathing here, I get access to this max res nodes. So I have one max res node here, and another set of max res nodes here. And this gives one max res. So effectively, I have 81% or 80% to all max res, and this is on Ruthless, which is kind of like needed, right? And then also, when it comes to defenses, my block is near cap. It's 67. It could be 68. My spell block's a little short, unfortunately. I need a high roll on this for this to get cap block, but you know, since it's not there, it is what it is, and yeah. I'm not using Temper Shield at the moment. I don't think I need to. I want to keep my mana unreserved, but it's quite possible if I want to go a Temper Shield setup where I just unspec more spell block nodes, and like maybe this one here, I get maybe the life and mana gain on block, and then I have like insane like recovery on block. But yeah, that may be something I would pursue down the road. Right now, it's not something I'm keen on. Also because I don't think I probably need more reservation efficiency for something like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, okay, anointments. So I changed the anointment from this to Tetsudo. So Tetsudo is here. It's 1 black and the rest are cheap. It's the black that's expensive, so the black is like 14 elks. But yeah, with this near cap attack block, near cap spell block, and when it's lucky, it's like 80 and 8 and 99 block for both. So this is now really, really tanky. I think I'm sitting at probably close to, what's my EHP now? I think it's close to 200k EHP. It's not all the way yet, but it's near 200k. Wait, let me check. Yeah, it's about there. Wait, let me wait, hold up. Let me just import everything. No, it's 160 now, okay? But then if I add a couple of stuff, rearrange some things here and there, it will probably hit 200 plus. It's just mostly because my Chaos Rest right now, it's minus 19. If I get my Chaos Rest to like, let's see, if I get Chaos Rest to, if I get Chaos Rest to 61, yeah, it's about 200k plus EHP. So mostly it's the Chaos Rest that's fucking my EHP at the moment. But Fizz max hit is about 8k and my Ellie max hit is like 35, 40, 35, 30, 33, 35. So almost there to 40. And then Fizz max hit, I would probably be more comfortable around 15k. But it may be a little hard too because you need like Fizz damage reduction on the chest armor, I think, instead of the life regen. Which I think is extremely hard to get in Ruthless. So that, yeah, anyway, I'll just try to keep working on this and produce a better build. But this is what it is for now. I'm quite happy how it turned out. With this setup, I should have enough damage and defenses to now be farming like Maven boss invites. So I can do like all the Elder Shaper bosses and maybe work towards getting either all the favorited maps unlocked or getting the all the watchstones. So I didn't need 2 more watchstones, 1 Maven and 1 Uber Shaper. I think I should be able to get these in time, not too much a problem. The great thing about Flamewood Totems is the damage already caps out. Okay, so this is the thing. I spent almost like 20 elks trying to get chromatics. So it's about 20 chromatics per elk, and I spent maybe about, okay, not 20, maybe about 15 elks. About 300 chromatics or so, trying to get this to 3 red and 1 blue. And I finally got it, okay? And now that I finally got it, allows me to just run a multiple totem support, which gives me a lot better quality of life. Yeah, of course, I look at the damage numbers, and actually this is a slight damage loss, okay? In terms of like theoretical damage loss. But now that I think about it when I play it, because I can now spam this and not care about spamming another totem. Actually, I don't use Searing Bond at all, I just keep it at the side. But now that I don't use Searing Bond at all, I just spam this, and it's a lot better damage because I'm just spamming, like I can just spam my primary damage dealer, right? So yeah, 3 red is like really needed here. I was considering corrupting this and using what was it called, Tainted Chromatics. Then I realized Tainted Chromatics were like 10 elks or something, and then normal chromatics were 20 to 1. So you know, just buy normal chromatics and hope for that 300 to go. It's an average of 350 to get 3 red and 1 blue. So I kind of lucked out a little. I got it in a little bit under. All right, what else? Let's about more upgrades here, probably to free up more mana. I think I would like to have like 2k plus mana, and that for that I need like better gear. I probably want also some more fizz damage reduction, and then some things I can consider is like going, and I'm not sure if Anathema is cheap. Anathema will be like really amazing for this build actually. Let me see, how much is Anathema? Anathema. Oh wait a second. I also want this. Wait a minute. Is he selling? Maybe not. Anathema Moonstone Ring is not for sale. So there's none for sale at the moment, unfortunately. That probably wastes scale damage. I will have to look at all the different options available. Extra Curse is probably one of the big ones because then it allows me to run like projectile weakness along with flammability. But yeah, I will probably also maybe if I might want to divine this up. Not sure how much divines are at the moment. If divines are like 15 elks, that will make sense. But if divines are like 20, 30, then I just might as well buy a new Svalin and sell the old one off. And just collect the difference. It's 25. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just probably buy a new one and then swap out if I need to. Or maybe I'll farm my own and maybe the one I farm will be higher. Yeah, and then I can swap this out. Unfortunately, Svalin's really hard to roll 3 blues. I would like 3 blues instead of 2 blues. I have to link this actually for the more duration. Right now, when it comes to Svalin, I have Arcane Cloak and Purifying Flame. So it auto casts these for me. Chest armor is not optimized at all. Actually, none of my links are optimized except for the Flamewood Totem. The rest are just meh. Okay, okay, this is an interesting thing. I got this one for 1 elk. I have no idea why it's 1 elk. It's level of spell skill gems, and then it had the T2 core res. It was a magic item, okay? And I was like, 1 elk? How can this be? So I bought it for 1 elk, and then I was like, might as well rego it, right? Because the regos are like 3 elks. And I rego it, and I got percentage fire damage. So this is literally the best one I could possibly have at the moment. The only exception to this is I get a Dark Seer, is it? The Dark Seer Shadow Scepter, but the Dark Seer Shadow Scepter, there's none available, or there's none available that's cheap. The cheapest one is 550 elks, okay? This is literally the cost of my entire build. So if I really want to invest, yeah, I'll probably have to save up 550 elks for that and buy from that guy, but otherwise, this is like really good. The core res helps too because, you know, Ruthless, all your suffixes matter, all your resistances matter because you can't benchcraft. So I might just stay with this for like a very long time. Yeah. What else is there? Not much else, to be honest. Let's look at the amount of regen I have. About 738 regen. Like, pretty nice. If I get empty belt slot and I can put on an Immortal Flesh, I can probably sustain Righteous Fire. Right now, I can't like really sustain Righteous Fire, okay? But I think with enough regen, I should be able to. And then I might want to take out this from the Enduring Flask, the Ignite, so I can actually keep it on. So that would be nice too. Yeah, probably with Enduring, it will be able to last. I'm also looking out for a Watcher's Eye. So now that I have access to cheap jewel sockets, so 1 and 2 here, I'm starting to look for jewels that actually make sense for this build. I don't think the 2 points for a jewel socket makes sense. So like this one and this one is not something I would invest in for now, but probably these ones are some like relatively close by. I just need another 2 levels. I got access to 2 sockets, and then I'll have these 2 as well. I also have like 3 damage points, so I can go here for like Divinity. That's 3% more. Iron Will is like 5 or 6% more damage. So there's a lot of scaling options here. It's also quite possible that I would want to drop Pain Attunement. So this is 23% more damage, but it takes up like 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So there's like 5% per point. It's not very efficient, and it takes up Petrified. It puts me on low life, right? So it takes up Petrified. May not be something I want. So if I can take this out and drop it all the way here, I have a lot of points to then spend on damage elsewhere. And then the sockets. So there's a lot of opportunities here to grow. I think that's something I will look forward to. If I take out Pain Attunement as well, and I lose Petrified, I have is there a Purity element somewhere? I think I put it up for sale. I might consider using it. So I use Purity of Elements, and then I can drop more resistances. Then I might even I might be able to even drop this because I don't need this anymore. And then I get yeah. So there's a lot of alternates here. I'm just keeping items for now close hand so that if I need to like pivot, I'll pivot pretty easily. I think I'll call it the Dream Fragments because generally things are hard to come by in Ruthless at this late in the league. And yeah, I think excess is just more important than like just making profit. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is, you could say end of day 4. So is it end of day 4? What was the previous one? I can't remember. Holy shit. Previous one was end of day 3, right? Wasn't it? So this is like end of day 4. I think it's end of day 4. Let me just check. Yeah. So this is end of day 4. So this is then day 4 start day 5. Okay, wow. The progression on this character has been like really good. Holy shit. And so yeah, Flamewood Totem does work. It's still pretty strong. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys. I'm out. Bye.